All right, guys. So thank you for joining the today's call organized by Ellipse Education. Uh, and like whenever during the demo my voice is not clear or my screen is not visible, please type in the chat so that I am aware about it. Okay. All right. So first of all, I will introduce myself. Hello, everyone. I am Abhishek Agrawal. I am a Microsoft certified Azure data engineer. I have total 8 years of Azure data engineering experience. I have done my graduation from NIT Raipur, and after that, I have worked 1 year in data analysis and data science field. And since then, I switched my profile completely into Azure data engineering field, and I have delivered more than 20 40 to 50 projects, data migration projects in Azure cloud. And currently I'm working in Sud in Germany as Azure data engineer. So I have switched multiple job in India, and also I have tried to find a job abroad from India. So I applied in Germany in many companies, and then I got an opportunity and I switched my I came to Germany past year, and I'm working in Sud as Azure data engineer right now. So this is about me. During the training, I basically teach what I do, right? So I have a job and I do it as a part time. So I teach what I do in my company. I try to deliver the real time work related problems, the projects which we do, right? That I try to teach. So this is about me. And please go check out my website in which you'll get the different course curriculum which is generally we offer, right? So you have a Azure data engineering course, you have a Databricks course, and then you have a combined course, and then there is a recording of those courses as well. So in the website you'll get all the details about the upcoming batch, the current going batch, and everything. So guys, please go check out my website, and at the same time I post informative content in my LinkedIn profile. So you'll get many like content regarding suppose the delta load, how to do delta load, how to do data wrangling, how to apply SCD type to Medallion architecture. So I post many different content on my LinkedIn. So please go check out my LinkedIn profile, know about me and also my company, which is Ellipse Education. So go check out my website as well at the same time. Right. So this is about me, right? And now let's start the demo. 1 second, I will share my screen. I think you guys were not able to see the website. I was sharing the website. All right. So this is about my website. You can go check out the website, get all the details in the website about the different course curriculum which we offer, and then check out the LinkedIn profile in which you'll get all the different PDF about Azure data engineering, what are the different things, what is the delta load, and then data wrangling concept. I post many informative content over here, which you can get access to it, right? All right, so let's start the demo. Now, before coming to the demo, I was going through like different and between the demo, guys, if you are not able to hear me properly, if you have any questions, please ping in the chat. Okay, I will regularly check the chat, so please ping in the chat. And also between the demo I will give you the chance to ask questions, so there will be a Q&A round in which you can ask questions as well. So like, yeah, so please wait. Now, before the demo, I was getting many questions like from many students. Somebody's pinging me about like all of these questions, right? So I try to write down all the questions because when you are here, your all the doubts should be clear, right? So I try to write down all the question. I try to map it how I can map it, right? So this is just trying to make rough notes before the demo. So this is the general question which people have. So I guess few are the people who are already sure that they want to learn Azure data engineering, but few people are doubtful that, hey, I was in Informatica background, or should I learn Azure? Will it be also outdated in some days, right? So people are doubtful about Azure and then Azure future, right? So first question is that, and then people are sometimes um, think about, hey, there is so many cloud, why particularly I should learn Azure, right? So why I should learn Azure? I can learn AWS, GCP, and all of that, right? So there is that question, right? And then some people are very confused that, hey, Abhishek, like I'm learning Power BI right now. Should I start with Power BI if I'm learning data engineering? So there are many misconception about data engineering and particularly what to learn, right? So that is also very confusing for few guys. Few guys are learning Power BI, few guys are learning CI/CD pipeline. So there is many misconfusion about like what to learn. And if you just Google about like in the job description, if you go and then search, right, companies also like writing everything in the job description, and then that makes you confused that, hey, companies asking me so many skill set and how I can start, right? So that is also a question. So it should be very clear what not to learn. So I will talk about it. What is data engineering? And particularly what are the specific tool you can focus on right now instead of focusing on everything and making you like just confusing you, right? So I will talk about that. And then sometimes people are like, hey, I am a fresher, I have a career gap, and some guys are here are like way more experienced, right? So they are 5-10 years of experience from a different background, want to switch, but they don't know how to switch, right? So I will take that into the consideration, explain how you can do it. Then then we will talk about the course, like who is eligible, what is the prerequisite, and then if you are from sales marketing background, can you do this, right? What is the prerequisite? If you're a non-tech background, can you do this? Then we'll talk about like if what kind of a coding is required, and then SQL Python is required or not, right? And then we will learn about the projects, what are the projects will do, how many projects will do, how much experience you can show by writing those projects. Then learning all of this is different. Then some people will say that, Abhishek, I am like, how do I project myself in the interview? Because this is learning we are doing, but company wants real time experience. So how will project that? How will know about it? So we'll talk about it, how to approach the interview, how to handle the scenario based question, how an experienced guy can basically go and approach the interview, right? Then we'll talk about the timings, the recordings, and then all of that, right? So then in the last, the whole course price and everything will speak in the last. I will try to give you the offers in the last, so please stick to the last so that I can tell you the offer and what salary range you can expect by doing this particular course, right? So that I will explain in the last. So please stay during the whole demo so that you can understand the overall course. And if you are buying something right online, and if you are like learning something online, just try to stick to the demo. Please listen to it very carefully, and if you're not buying as well, then it will give you a very useful information about what is data engineering, and particularly what to learn and what not to learn, right? So you'll learn something from here. So after like going like after attending the demo, you should be very clear what to learn, right? And then what are the tools you can focus on, and then how to do project, what are the architecture diagram you can do. And then if you buy a particular course, you can get exciting offers as well in the last. And if you don't buy as well, then also you'll get something out of it, right? So please stay till the end so that you can learn something today, right? All right, so this is about the demo. And then if you just try to jot down, and if I haven't covered any of the question, I try my best to cover all the questions. But if you feel I haven't covered any of the question, please type in the chat so that I can cover those questions as well, right? So now if you see all the questions, Mandir, please don't try to control the screen. So guys, please don't try to control the screen, my screen. Don't try to draw anything on my screen, right? All right. So if you see all the question, there are the whole question can be divided into three parts. Okay. So first of all, why of it, what of it, and how of it. So there are three parts. The whole demo can be divided. And then after each part, I will stop and ask question, right? So you can ask question after that. Suppose once I explain why and what, you can like I will give you the chance to ask question, and then I will take question from why and what. So suppose if you have a question about timings, and then like what is the cost like course duration, projects, and all of that, please wait because I will cover that, right? If you have a question regarding lab session, how we will do the lab session and all of that, please wait, I will cover that because I have tried to note down everything. But if you have question from why to and what, you can anyways stop and ask, right? So I will answer those questions, but if I will not take any question which is been covered in the past, right? So you can see the whole topic which I have covered, which I have written, why, what, and how. And then I have written all the questions. I will make sure that each and every question which is written here is been answered in this flow, right? Why, what, and how flow, it will be answered. But if you have any questions, please type in the chat, and between the demo also, I will give you the chance so that you can ask question, right? All right. So this is about the whole agenda of the demo. This is about the whole flow of the demo, and this is about how the Q&A sessions will be handled, right? And during the demo, if you're not able to hear me properly, if my screen is not visible, anything of that sort, please type in the chat. Okay. All right, guys. So let's start the demo. First of all, we'll start with why and what is cloud and why particularly Azure. Let's start with that, right? So I will not go into like too much of a technical detail because I consider that the people who are here are the general audience, right? Who don't know anything, right? So I will consider that, and I will try to give you the examples through which a particular layman can understand, right? So I will try my best to give those examples. So first of all, let's start with what and why of cloud, right? All right. So let me open a particular slide to explain that. Give me a moment. Okay. All right. So I will open this slide. Okay. On-premise cloud difference. Okay. So we'll understand this particular slide with very, very simple example, a pen drive example. So suppose when I was in 2012, I was in my college doing my engineering. During that time, if I want to watch a movie, I I used to download those movies and then in my laptop, and then like used to watch those movies in the hostel, and then we go and hand over those pen drive to our friends so that they can also watch it. So I used to do that. And also at the same time, if I want to when I was preparing for my college, I was in Kota, and then I was preparing for this AI and all of that exam. So I used to go to the internet cafe to fill up the exam, like the to fill up the exam, and then to give the exam. And then like I used to go to the internet cafe to just like fill up any form and those things, right? Now, just like if you think about it, nowadays, if I want to watch a movie, I just give a link to someone. I upload that in a drive or some sort of a location so that I can give the link to someone. If I want to watch a movie, I just watch it in Netflix, Prime, YouTube, and all of that, right? So, and then if you think about it, you are anyways using a cloud. And why you're using it, just think about it. So why I'm using cloud right now? Because if I have a pen drive, if I want to give to someone, I need to go to their places and then give them, right? Or they need to come to me. So the collaboration is difficult if you think about it, right? And at the same time, I need to take care. If the pen drive is full, I need to go to the market, buy it. So I need to maintain it, right? So that also is the difference. Then the third thing is, if my pen drive breaks or if something happens, I need to take care of it, right? Because of all of these advantages, I switched everything to cloud right now. I don't use any pen drive or anything of that sort. I basically use a Google Drive or Azure Cloud in which I upload my photos, or I guess each one of you are like uploading Google Photos, or using some sort of a backup in WhatsApp in the Google Cloud or some sort of a cloud, right? So if you think about it, every individual is switching to the cloud because of all of these advantages. So data loss and recovery will be handled by the cloud service provider. The upgrade is very easy. So suppose if you want to purchase something, my 100 GB of Google storage is full, I can just purchase a new storage and there, right? Easy to collaborate. I don't need to maintain it. The cloud service provider will maintain it. Because of all of these advantages, the people are switching to the cloud. And at the same time, if individual is moving to the cloud, every individual is moving to the cloud. Let's think about it. Company will also anyways move, right? Because every individual is feeling this benefit, so company will definitely feel the benefit because they have so much data. That is why from a simple pen drive example, you can understand each and every difference. You don't need to remember if you can just understand it from this simple pen drive example, right? So this is why cloud is very trendy. And nowadays, if everybody is moving to the cloud, that is why we need data scientists, we need data analysts, we need data engineers, particularly for the cloud. So whosoever, whatsoever was used to happen on premise, now it happens in the cloud with the cloud skill set. That's all. That is why learning cloud is very, very important. And I have many slides and many stats to prove that. Okay, so I will just open few slides to prove, like, hmm, 1 second. All right. So now, like, in the cloud, why particularly Azure, right? In the cloud, why particularly Azure? I have like two, three reasons for it. So first reason is, like, every company uses a Microsoft product. Okay. So suppose Microsoft has a very good products in a corporate world. So they have like Office, they have Excel, um, they have like LinkedIn, they have a very good integration with ChatGPT, OpenAI, VS Code, Git. So they have many good tools which is being used in the corporate world. And like any company cannot deny a Microsoft product because they have so much of a good tool, right? Now I have friends who are working in Amazon and I have friends who are working in Google as well. So if you just talk to them, they try their best to not to use any Microsoft product because they are also big giants, so they try to build everything in house, right? But they also cannot deny a Microsoft product. That makes Microsoft a very powerful company to market Azure because every company is using a Microsoft product. So, anyways, it's easy for them to market their product as well, which is Azure. And at the same time, like Azure and Microsoft has a very good partnership with OpenAI. They are investing heavily in OpenAI, right? So that also gives Microsoft uh, as a edge to market or market Azure, right? And the third thing is from, like, from my past, right? Since then, from 2016-17, I try to be in this particular market, and then whenever I'm switching the job in India, I haven't faced challenges. Like, there is always a challenge when you switch job, you need to apply, you need to get opportunity. And then when I wanted to move abroad from India, my company haven't moved me. I tried to apply abroad and then I moved myself. So when I started applying, I also got many good calls, good openings, like in Germany and across Europe, right? Then I was able to do it. And you can switch job only and only if you get openings, if you get interview calls. So from my understanding, I haven't faced that much of a difficulty when I'm switching. And I can tell you from my experience itself, right? So somebody can say that, Abhishek, there is a opening in Google or like Amazon and all of that, right? So particularly from my experience, I also feel that Azure has hedge because I am into this field from past 8 years, and then I am teaching many people, and from the opportunity perspective, I don't face any difficulty. And at the same time, I have also told you the difference, right? So every company has a Microsoft product, and at the same time, they have a very good integration with OpenAI. That is why I feel Azure has an edge. Now, and every cloud is good. Ideally, GCP and Google, Amazon is also good. But I am from this particular background, and I am like from the opportunity perspective, I don't see any problem. That is why I feel Azure always has an edge. Now, there are many stats to prove that Azure market share, Azure skills, the how much they're investing in the OpenAI, as I told you, the salary range which you can expect and all of that, right? So this is one of the slide, and then the cloud adoption rate, if you see. the digital demand of Azure role, if you see the technology wise and apps analytics, how it is growing, if you see, right, it has a edge. That is why I feel Azure is particularly growing and it always has an edge, right? Now I try to cover this question, why particularly. Now I try to cover the question why and what of Azure, right? And why particularly, why and what of cloud, and why particularly Azure cloud, right? Now we'll learn about why and what of data engineering. Some people are saying that uh, what kind of technology is required and all of that, right? And I am looking for data engineering technology, right? So what are the, and let me know which package I should like, yeah. So people are still going to the end of the thing, so please wait for some time. Please understand what is data engineering and those things, right? And then I will come to that part and I will explain that part as well. So let's learn about what and why of data engineering first, and then we'll go to the what are the tools you should focus on, and then those things will come to that, right? So why and what of data engineering, let's learn about that. So I will also try to give you examples so that it's very clear what is data engineering first. Okay, so suppose I um I have a grocery store in Bangalore, and I have like 10 grocery store in Bangalore. One is in Balandur, one is in Whitefield, one is in BTM layout, right? One is in Kormangla. I have many um grocery store. Now, what I want to do, I want to like I bought like different laptops for each grocery store, and then I have given them the manager, like I have given those laptop to my managers handling each grocery store. Then as the so what I want to know, I want to understand every day what is the sales happening in each of the store, and what is which product is selling most of the time, right? That I want to understand. So I have a requirement. What I want to understand is this. I want to basically understand which product is performing best and the total gross sales, for example, total gross sales. This I want to understand. Okay, I want to understand these two things. Product total gross sales. All right. So these are the two things which I want to understand, right? And basically I have like different computers on different places, right? I have different computers. Suppose I have like 10 computers, for example, just like here, I have 10 computers, right? That I want to understand. And I thought that the cloud is like trendy, so I want to basically move everything to the cloud. So because I thought that as my Google Photos is also like uploading to the cloud daily, I want to also upload all my data to the cloud because of all of these advantages which we have discussed. Now, if I want to move all the data to the cloud, probably I will tell all my managers that, hey, can you just upload at 10 a.m. daily in the cloud? So they will say that, yes, I can upload at 10 a.m. Once I close my store, I will upload the data. But at the same time, I want to combine the data, get some sort of a dashboard, get some sort of a thing, right? then nobody can just sit at 11 p.m. in the night and then calculate it, and so that in the morning I can see the dashboard. Nobody can do it, right? And at the same time, if each of the manager is doing it in the night, sometimes some manager can like miss it, right? So there is a problem. The problem is daily we need to upload it without any errors and get the dashboard. This is the problem. So I came to a particular architect and then said that, hey, how to resolve this problem? So he said probably you need a data engineer, and then if you want to move in the cloud, in the cloud, particularly in Azure, you need a Azure data engineer. So yes, I understood I need a particularly Azure data engineer, and then he also explained me that probably you need to first extract the data, upload it in the cloud. So extraction part you need to do, right? So I told the data engineer to do the extraction part in which it will load the data, right? Extract the data, load it somewhere. Then I told data engineer, hey, you need to just combine the data, make it ready so that like clean the data if any date errors is there or anything of that sort, clean the data, make it in proper format and join it so that it is sensible, right? So data engineer said that yeah, I can do it. And then he basically joined the data, transformed data, loaded the data again, right? So extraction part, loading part, and then transformation part. Transformation part is joining all the data, and then he will make the data ready. Once the data is ready, data analyst, now I said that I contact data engineer. He said that I moved the data, cleaned the data, everything I've done. Then I asked data engineer that, hey, can you just make the dashboard? So data engineer will say that like it's better you look for a data analyst for that, because data analyst will analyze the data, make it ready for the the descriptive explanation of your data, right? So data analyst will do that for him, right? So then the data analyst job is to take the data prepared by data engineer and then make the dashboard, right? So that is the job of a data analyst. So what data engineer will do on day-to-day basis, this is what I do on day-to-day basis from past 8 years. I do extraction, transformation, and load, or extract, load, and transformation. So this is what the data engineer job is: to find the data, write data for data analysis and data scientist, develop a ETL pipeline, build data marts, monitor the data pipeline whether it's functioning right or not, right? And then ensure data quality, like the quality of the data is good enough or not, right? Then maintain the code quality, optimize the pipeline runtime, optimize the cost of it, make sure data access rights and given to right people, make sure the data lineage and graph, make sure that data is equally like everybody is able to understand your lineage graph and all of that. Make sure you are documenting the overall flow so that it's clear for everyone. This is what the data engineer should do at the beginning. What data engineer job is not, right? So data engineer job shouldn't like focus on ML deployment, building models, shouldn't focus on creating reports and dashboard, shouldn't work on and learn CI/CD pipeline in the beginning. Should like data engineer job is not to create a front end application, user application, writing code for the mobile application and all of that. Manage whole infrastructure security and like learn about networking and learn about the intra ID, and then the how to manage tenant, how to log in and all of that, right? Data engineer job is to not do that. Data engineer job is to focus on this. Now somebody will say that, Abhishek, if I know this and if I, so can I learn CI/CD pipeline? It will give me the edge. Yes, it will give you the edge, but you shouldn't focus on that first. That is my ask. So you should learn this first, what I have told, right? ETL, data quality, enhanced performance, monitoring, and all of that. If you know all of this, then it's good to start with this. But like, believe me, guys, this each and every point is vast. Like there are so many learning opportunity if I just go and develop ETL pipeline, right? And then learn the processing, learn the data quality check, learn about monitoring. It's very vast. So I am still learning. Okay, so it's not like I know everything. So it's like I am also still learning, because the technology is growing. You need to focus on learning right thing first, and then if you want to anyways learn other things as well, you can go and do that. But don't start on this. Suppose if you are starting on data engineering, don't start on CI/CD pipeline. Don't start on the Power BI and all of that. Like if you are, yeah, so don't start with this. That's my ask. So this is about data engineering. What is data engineering, right? Now, if you come here, this is the extraction, loading, and transformation. So generally for extraction, we use Data Factory Synapse Analytics. For loading, we use the SQL Server and Azure Data Lake. For transformation, we use Databricks, SQL Stored Procedure, ADF flows, right? So these are the tools which is being used. So I suggest to focus on these tools first, okay? What are the tools you should focus on first? All right. So here the extraction part is Data Factory and Synapse Analytics. So similarly here, you should focus on Synapse Analytics Data Factory. Then you have the loading part in which you will load the data, you store the data in the SQL Server and a data lake. So here you have a SQL Server and data lake. We should focus on this first. And then there is a Databricks, SQL stored procedure, ADF flows. So yeah, so you should then focus on the 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 Databricks. And so these are the starter tool you should focus on, right? You shouldn't focus on the like any other tool beside this. You should focus on this first, right? Then there is some sort of a question that Abhishek, here you haven't written the Microsoft Fabric, right? So the Fabric is initially came to the market. People are still adopting it. But if you learn Data Factory, you can anyways work with Fabric because there is some sort of a UI difference itself. So people are still adopting it. I learned Data Factory, but I can still work with Fabric. I have tried that in the past, so it's very easy. So Microsoft will not introduce a tool which can make life difficult for the people who are using their existing tool, right? Similarly, if you know Data Factory, you can work with Synapse Analytics. Now, some people will say that Abhishek, should I focus on like SD Insight, Stream Analytics, and all of that? No, guys. So because if you just compare it, batch processing is more of a uh, weightage, right? So from the overall project perspective, batch processing is generally as in the market. Generally, there are more projects to it, so you should focus on batch processing first. So then you can focus on Stream Analytics, SD Insight, and then Stream related things, Cosmo DB and all of that. But this should be your focus point first, right? You should focus on this first and learn these tools first, right? So these are the starter tool you should focus on. All right. Now, uh, now basically who can learn this, right? So suppose if you're a fresher, then also you can learn this. If you're having a career gap, then also you can learn this. If you are a 5 to 10 year experience guy, then also you can learn this. Because like suppose, let me go here. So in Data Factory, generally we don't write any code. So you can go there and then do some sort of like without any code, you can build pipeline, okay? So here in Data Factory, as I told you that it's a no code tool. So if I just show you, so in Data Factory, suppose if you don't have any coding experience, right, you can ideally start with this, which will give you the no code experience, and then you don't need to write any code. You can start with this particular tool. And then here you can copy the data. So source is source, and then sync is destination. So you can copy the data from one place to another. This is the data load pipeline. Yeah, so this is the tool you can start with. Suppose if you don't know any code, right? Now, suppose if you know some sort of a code, you can probably start with, suppose if you know SQL or Python, you can start with Databricks as well. Now, i- the the prerequisite is zero. Anybody can learn this. Ideally, I have taught many people who are from sales marketing background. They also start with Data Factory, slowly move into Databricks and all of that. If you are a guy who are experienced, like 5 to 10 years of experience, you should probably know all the tools in a detailed manner. You should know Data Factory, Databricks, and other tools as well in a detailed manner. Uh, yeah, so anybody can ideally learn this, right? So the prerequisite of learning Azure data engineering is zero. Ideally, anybody can ideally learn this, right? Then who are the common people who basically learn? So these are the, suppose if you are from data analyst, Power BI, Informatica developer, database administrator, SSIS developer, anybody can like So these are the guys who generally switch to this they always switch to data engineering, right? But like if you're not from this background, if you're from sales background, if you're some sort of a different background, then also you can learn this. It's not a problem, right? So these are the starter tools you should focus on. Then who can learn, and like suppose the fresher can learn this, reason being that suppose like it's a very trendy skill set, right? So as a fresher you should switch to a particular skill set which has a good future, and then once you switch, then you can grow in that particular field, right? So Azure has a very good future. And then I have also shown you the stats. So so as a fresher, you will face difficulty in the beginning anyways, because as a fresher, you'll face difficulty not only in this field, you'll face difficulty in all the field, right? But if you do relevant project, if you learn relevant skill set, then you can switch to this particular role very easily, right? If you are an experienced guy having 5 to 10 years of experience, you need to probably learn all of these tools which I have mentioned, and then you can switch. If you're a 3 years experienced guy having a career gap, then also you can switch this. So there is like the prerequisite zero, and anybody can learn this. You just need to invest time in a proper manner, and we'll guide you how to invest time in a proper manner, right? All right, guys. So this is about the the tools, and then who are the people who can basically learn data engineering, right? All right. So I try to cover why, what, and then who can learn. Fresher can learn, experienced guy can learn. Now if you have any question you can ask, and give I will give you the time. I will take like couple of questions. Now I will not take any questions which is related to course curriculum, and then timing, and then best timing. If you have specifically the question, because I will cover that in the going forward, but if you have any question about what is data engineering and whether you are the right guy to switch, then you can probably ask, or else please wait for some time, because I will give you the chance to like I will answer all of this question in like during the demo. So I think you guys can, 1 second. Yeah, I think you guys can unmute yourself and ask questions now. So okay, can you guys please unmute yourself and ask question if you have any?
So, what is the future of data engineering? Is it replaceable by AI?
No. So the AI will not replace the data engineers. The people who use AI will probably replace the people who don't use AI for data engineering. Yeah, so it's not like AI will replace. So suppose if I will just give a simple example. So suppose in my job, if I know SQL, for example, and then if I want to convert that SQL code, and because there are so many refactoring tasks you need to do. So if you don't use chat gpt, other AI tool, for doing some sort of a code conversion, finding right answer, nowadays if you see Stack Overflow, which is being used by the developers so often, that is declining because people are switching to chat gpt for that. So the people who use AI will probably replace the people who don't use AI for the data engineering, but it's not like AI will replace the data engineer. It's not like that, I feel so. And it is always the question. Suppose when the calculator came, right? So they then people are like, you calculator will just change everything, and then the people will. So yeah, so it always happen whenever any new technology comes. People are like, yeah, so this will replace, but it's not like AI will replace data engineer, something like that.
Thank you.
Hey Abhishek, I'm currently in a support role where I work on a Jira.
Hmm.
So my total experience is around more than 7 years. So if I start learning it and let's plan for complete 4 to 5 months or 6 months. After that, how it is easier for me because my role clearly shows that is a support engineer.
Hmm.
Okay. And how that title into that title I can fit all these technologies. Because, for example, if you have a title of software engineer, then whatever you have done, we can directly fix into that, fit into that. But for support engineer, it may not fit, right?
So what you need to do is you write. So suppose if I am in your place and if I want to switch, whenever I'm applying for the job, I will I will write as a designation as a consultant or like some generic designation I will write in my resume, and I will write about the technical projects which I have done as a part of a learning or as a part of a freelancing project which I have done in Azure Data Engineering, and I will show these projects I have done in my company and how I have done it. So suppose if you are a support, so your work is to create Zaira task, and what do you do on day-to-day basis?
So there are plugins that are used in Jira. My company develops those plugins,
Mm-hmm,
and I work on supporting if any user is facing any issue, they'll raise a ticket. So
mm-hmm.
that's not getting proper, it's not working or something. Then I'll take that action and I'll try to reproduce the issue. Then I'll report to developers what exactly the issue. If it is not reproducible, I'll join with the user, explain them how they can use it, how they can configure it, what is the mistake they are doing, how they can like configure it and use it. So that is my role presently.
So, what I will do, so I will try to relate the current role. I'm just giving some random example, but we can make it more proper as well. So, suppose we can say that I was working as Jira support engineer, and then there was a dashboard, or there was a like the the Zaira dashboard, and the backend of that Zaira dashboard, the technical difficulty they were presenting in some sort of like report, a Tableau or a Power BI report. So we can make it more proper because I don't know about your work, but I will try to relate that to Azure. So suppose I will say that we are making the reports, but then slowly internally in my company itself, I got interested in like Azure because the backend of that was Azure, and then
Mhm.
I started learning about that, and then I started working with my engineers, and then 1 year or 2 year I was working as a Jira support engineer. So because you're not totally denying your current designation, you're saying that you're working as that, but then you probably like started learning about Azure in your company, and then you delivered the project. And once you mentioned that, once you select, like, because once you mentioned that probably if you are able to answer all the technical question, able to clear the rounds, then the HR will probably take your feedback, and then they will check whether you worked in the Jira because you have already explained in that particular interview. And then in this way you can ideally switch. So people who are from suppose sales support or working as a sales guy, right, also able to switch, because their role is also sales, like in the somewhere in the technician they have written the sales as well, but they are able to switch. So they do this itself, they do project which they write in the resume, say they have done this project as a part of like current company current role, and then you're not like lying about it at the same time, because you're not doing it in the company anyways, but you are doing it, right? It's not like you're just saying it, you are doing it, you're investing time on it, and then you're doing it, and then you are also answering all the interview question asked by the manager. So you have a proof that you have done it, and then somebody can ask you the question so that they can validate the knowledge, and then you are successfully answered those questions and somebody hired you. So there is nothing wrong with that, I feel so. And this is how you can switch.
Okay, thank you.
Hi
uh,
Abhishek, this is Pankaj.
yeah, hi
So
Pankaj.
actually, I have been working as a software developer
Mhm,
from last 8 years, and now I wanted to switch to data engineering.
mhm,
And I have learned the tools like ADF, ADB, and Azure Synapse Analytics from different sources.
mhm,
Then I started applying for the interviews, and I am getting a lot of calls from the Naukri.
mhm,
And you know I am cracking a first round of interview very easily
mhm,
with the knowledge I am having. The
mhm.
but the things are getting messy when they deep dive into the project questions, like scenario based questions. So can you advise on that? How to appear for the scenario based question and the project related questions?
That is already written as a part of agenda. how we will approach the interview, how we'll handle scenario-based question. That is already the part of agenda. 1 second, I will show you. I have written that. All right. So this is the general problem which people mention, right? So how to handle scenario-based question, how to approach the interview. I will come to that particular part. So please wait for some time.
Hi Abhishek, this is Uday.
Yeah, hi Uday.
Yeah, I just want to know how frequently we'll use SQL and Python in daily basis. I mean activities in
Whenever
Databricks.
you're doing the data transformation, you'll use that. So how frequently I use as a data engineer, this is if this is your question, I use it daily probably. If
Okay,
I am working in data transformation, yes, I use it daily.
okay. What about Python?
It depends on language. Either suppose your project is totally SQL based, it depends on your project. It's not like it's necessary to use Python daily, or it's also not like you need to use SQL daily. It depends on where you're working. Suppose if you're doing the data transformation on SQL, you will see use. So suppose here that for the transformation, either you'll use it, do it in Databricks, or you will do it SQL stored procedure, or you will use it in data flows. In data flows, you don't need to use any language. In Databricks, you can write either Python or SQL. Here you can write only SQL. So it depends on where you are doing it. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Abhishek.
Yeah.
Hi Abhishek, this is Arun.
Hi, Arun.
Yeah, Jack, I have a doubt about. Can you explain the fabric and what is the use of the fabric? And
Fabric is basically a one-stop solution. So Microsoft is trying to make one tool in which you can do everything. In which you can just create do data factory things as well, synapse analytics as well. So they are trying to make one tool, one-stop solution for everything. That is what Fabric is ideally, which is one-stop solution
so
for
we
everything.
can,
Yeah.
so we can able to perform both the data analytics and data engineering tasks, right?
Yeah, and also you can create reports. That also you can do.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Any more question? Somebody has written, I completed support. Yeah, so I guess you already
Yeah,
answered.
hello Abhishek.
Yeah, Abhijit.
Yeah, actually, I have completed as a big data engineering from the CDEX. So I try for the 1.5 year. After that, the market is not good for on my time. That so what is the guarantee of the jobs there? So I try half an year. After that, I'm still searching for that. I have good
You
in big
learned
data.
and then you learned and then
Because I learn all the big data related Databricks and Kafka and all things. Is a full data engineer course. I have certified from the CDEC Khargar. So
yeah, and then you
yeah,
haven't got a job
get the chance
which
because market needed experienced person. When you look at into Naukri and other profiles, they are also looking for the uh,
but you in your resume you have
experienced.
written that this projects you have done something like that.
I have completed a project related which one is data. Related, it's just a report related because we analyze the data, Australian data, which one is traffic related. So,
All right. So
mm,
so ideally
uh,
you need to write projects in the resume, and then like you need to basically projects as in don't need to write one project but write 2 3 projects in the resume. Same architecture diagram you can use and you can write projects, and then you can try to apply, and then there is an opening because I feel that many people are saying that yeah, I'm getting call but I'm not able to crack it. So there is an opening. It's not like there is opening is not there. And I don't know why you're not getting a call, because that I probably don't know, because I need to check the resume, or there are many things which can affect that. But ideally, the proper way is to write 2 3 projects and then apply Naukri.com regularly. You'll get a call because this is big data technology in which you have done the project is very trendy. Something is not right, which probably I won't be able to tell you just now. But something is not right. That is why you're not getting a call ideally.
okay, okay. I try for the reference also from the LinkedIn.
Mhm.
So, but that time everyone saying that is
You can
in
ping me on WhatsApp. I will yeah, we can
okay,
discuss it.
okay,
But
sure, sure, sure.
All right, guys. Any other question? I will take one more question, then we'll move forward.
Hi.
Yeah, hi Abhishek.
Yeah, hi.
Uh, like I'm learning. I'm Pankaj. Okay, so
Hmm.
I'm learning ADF from from last 2 weeks from different sources. Okay,
Hmm.
so after the completion of like these courses and all, so what is the contribution of certification for like entry level jobs of Azure data engineers? So can you just give me just a little bit about that?
Like, so come again, please. Please ask your question again.
Like what is the contribution of certification while for the entry level job of Azure data engineering?
Sir, matlab, like you want to ask if you learn, then how, what is the experience you can show and those things, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, so I will
And
come to that part. Yeah, I will come to that part. That is already there in the agenda.
okay.
All right, guys. So we discussed about, like, let's go to the course overview, course curriculum, because people are asking questions related to that now. So as probably you guys already know, we are offering two courses and also the combined course, right? So let me open a slide which can basically explain this. Now, first course is Azure Data Engineering course, right? So suppose this is the course, like in the website as well, it's there, so you can probably check it. So first live course is Azure Data Engineering course, right? This is the live course. Now, uh, who can take up this course? So anybody who is beginner, right? Don't know any coding, don't know any coding, don't like any fresher or like any like the people who don't have any understanding. Suppose if I'm a sales guy, right, I will take this particular course. If I am a marketing guy, I will take this course. If I'm a Jira like support engineer, I will take up this course, right? Because this is the course made for people who don't know any coding or don't have any technical background. So whenever I'm teaching this course, I consider that you don't know anything, right? I anything as in anything technically. Yeah, so you must have like many experience, right? But from anything means you don't know anything technically. So for this course, there is no prerequisite. The prerequisite for this course is zero. Then what we will learn in this particular course will run ADF basic to advanced, because ADF you should focus on, because that will give you the confidence that you know like technically a tool which is ADF, which is a very good and trendy tool for data migration. Then we'll learn Databricks as well, but we'll learn to the mid-level. Reason being, you are not so much into the coding background, right? So during the course, while doing the course, in the side, you can anyways learn SQL, which I will suggest, and I will guide you how you can learn SQL. But I will not teach SQL, because for SQL particularly, you need to take a separate classes. If you really want to learn SQL, or you can learn from the YouTube and take guidance from me. I will give you the interview question. I will give you what sort of a coding you need to practice and all of that. But if you so in the market, if anybody is giving you SQL classes with a data engineering class, don't take that course, because they will not basically teach you SQL. They will take two classes and they will just tell you the clauses, which anyways you can go to the YouTube. There are many videos, you can watch it, but I will give you the interview question, but I will not teach SQL in the class, right? So anybody who is new or don't have any background in technical world can take up this course looking for three. So we'll learn three projects in this particular course, right? We'll learn three projects. Then this will also give you the 3 years of experience, right? 3 years of experience, 3 years of experience it will give you by learning three projects, right? Now this is about the let me open this slide again. So experience is 3 years. What we will learn, we'll learn basic to advanced ADF, we'll learn Databricks basic to mid, Synapse basic to mid, warehousing basic to mid. Number of projects, we'll do three projects. The benefit is you can learn data migration, full load, delta load, and then you can learn, guys, please mute yourself. All right. Please mute yourself, guys. It's a request. So how much experience you can get? You can get 3 to 4 years, more than 3 years of experience. Who can do this? Anybody can do this. Learning from the scratch. Package expectation. If your expectation is up to 15 to 20 LPA, you can crack this, and you can crack this by writing 3 years of experience, right? The batch start date is 22nd of November, 7:30 p.m. IST. 2 months except Wednesday and weekend will do this course, right? Now there is some question. Now people will say that Abhishek, how you will teach 3 projects in 2 months, right? And then you are also saying that you can write 3 years of experience. Wow, how you can do that? So now let me tell you how we can do that. So now suppose let me show you the architecture diagram of this now. 1 second. All right. So now these are the topics we'll cover. First, I will show you the architecture diagram. These are the 3 architecture we will cover. We'll cover first architecture diagram, which is this. The second architecture diagram is this. Third architecture diagram is this. Now you also know in the technical world, whenever you're working in a company, you don't work in 3 architecture diagram in 3 months. And at the same time, when you're working in a company, you are exploring things and you're building things. Suppose the pipeline which I used to build, which is a delta load pipeline, right? Let me show you that. In the data factory, I have opened this, right? So this is the delta load pipeline. So for this delta load pipeline, I took 2 weeks to build that when I was working in the cloud world. But now I can build it in 2 hours. If I start today, now I can just like build it in 2 hours. I can do that because I have built this pipeline. Like I don't know, like this is my 16th or 17th batch. So I have built it many times. That is why I can make it quicker. So this particular course, which is 30 hours of class, is provided to you in very summarized in a like in a very summarized manner, right? But if you practice it by your own, you will need more time to practice. So that is why it's doable because it's summarized, given to you in a proper summarized manner. Okay, that is why it's doable. Okay. So, but we'll practice 3 projects, right? So this is the first project, this is the second project, this is the third project, which is given to you in a like a very summarized manner in 30 hours content. And then once you practice it, you probably need more time. Like I am doing it in 30 hours, you probably need like double than that. So it's not like 30 hours of class and 2 months. You probably need 2.5 months to do all of that, right? Now, who can take up this? As I told, 3 years of experience. This will be taught. This many projects. This is the benefit. This is the experience. Learn from the scratch. This is the expectation. The time class timing is this. This is about the Azure data engineering course. Now somebody will say that Abhishek, in Azure data engineering, like Spark and also think those are required. Those are required. Like those things are required. When suppose this course is made for the people who don't know coding or the, like don't have a much of a coding experience can enroll for this particular course, and then particularly who wants to learn about all the tools. Like suppose somebody says that Abhishek, I want to learn ADF, Databricks, Synapse Analytics, warehousing, I will want to learn everything. Then you can enroll for this particular course, right? And this is the expectation. I wanted to combine like Spark and PySpark as well over here, but I don't want to combine it because sometimes people are not comfortable too much going into those details, and then they want to like learn this and then they want to move. So you can enroll for this particular course, right? All right. So this is about this course. Now, if I show you all the course is recorded and given to you in the form of a LMS portal. So if I just go here, how the class will go, right? Let me show you that now. So suppose this is the recent batch which I finished. Now if I go to the, like after every class, there is a homework, right? After every class, if you see there is a homework, after every class, there is a homework. And then I am suppose if in the class I am doing A to B, right? So in the homework, I'm telling you how to do B to C, right? So that you are doing something different as well. So after every class, we'll do the homework. And after every class is just going real time, right? It's not like I am trying to give you some sort of, I will create all of this during the class, show you how it can be done during the class, right? It's not like I have recorded it and then I'm giving you everything, like by showing you everything. I'm doing it everything in the class. And then after we do the projects, right? So this is the Databricks project which we are doing. And then after we do the projects, I will tell you how to write these projects in the resume, that I will tell you. Okay. Because sometimes there are many people who are saying that, yeah, I have learned it from the YouTube, I have learned it from here and there. The problem with the YouTube is you can learn it, but the problem is you don't know how to present it, and then you don't know what are the sort of the interview question can be asked, right? So those things are not clear. So I will give you all of this, and then I will give you the assignments, and then I will give you the sample resume to make, and then I will give you the interview question can be asked from these projects, right? So different interview question I will give you, so that you are fully prepared. You know how to write, how to do projects, how to explain those projects, and what are the interview question can be asked from this project. And when we are doing the course, we are doing it in the class, right? So I will also explain you what so suppose I cannot give you like terabytes of data to practice, right? Because there is a processing power related to that data, because we will do all the course in this Azure portal. Here we'll do all the everything. Yeah, so here all the projects will go here, right? This is free for a month. And then after 1 month, you can upgrade your account to pay as you go, which will cost you 1,000 rupees to 1,500 rupees a month approx. So all the classes will go over here. This is not given by me. This you need to buy and then take it by yourself, right? But this is free for a month, and after that you can upgrade. So I am, suppose if I'm paying 3,000 rupees a month, you can say, right? You can just see that, and then it's decreased now. Uh, but like if you just use it, I am paying this much, but you don't need to pay this much, because probably I am teaching so many students, I am building so much POC, but generally for a student it's around 1,000 to 1,500 rupees a month. So here all the classes will go, and then we will practice over here all the classes, right? And then we are doing the interview question. So after each project, I will also explain what are the interview question can be asked from the project, how to explain the project, what sort of a data we are handling, what was the project, right? So I will try to help you with all of the question. What are the managerial question can be asked? I will try to help you that what are the scenario based question can be asked. And as a part of assignment, I will give you the scenario based question. Yeah, try this scenario, try that scenario, so that you are comfortable with those questions as well. That is what I will handle you. I will give you, right? So this is like covered as a part of a course curriculum, like scenario based question, project explanation, and then like the flow of it, the interview question, everything is given to you, sample resume. And I will try to help you with the mock interview. If you want me to take few mock interview, that I can take mock interview, so that you're fully prepared. So this is about the data engineering course. Now if I go to the Databricks and Apache Spark course, right? Now, anybody who has some sort of a coding background, either SQL or Python, can do this particular course. And the people who are particularly looking for a big data processing and Apache Spark skill set, suppose somebody's really want to learn this, then you can take up this course. If you're looking for 3 real-time projects, right? And then if you have a desire of learning Spark in detail and Databricks in detail, then you can do this particular course. So if I come over here, all right. All right. All right. So this will give you 4 years of experience. What will be taught? The database will be taught, the Spark will be taught, Unity Catalog, Medallion architecture will be taught. The 3 projects will do the benefits of, you can learn Databricks. So ideally, if you learn Databricks, you can ideally apply for any of the job roles, right, in the market. So suppose you can apply for AWS Databricks roles as well, GCP Databricks as well, because Databricks is opted by the different cloud technology. So you can apply for any of the role. Okay. And then it will also give you 3 to 4 years of experience, more than 3 years of experience. The prerequisite for this course is ideally, if you don't know any coding, right, don't enroll for this course, because this course requires basic understanding of SQL or Python. Or if you enroll for this course, you need to ideally learn it in the side, right? But I request that if you don't know coding, you should enroll for data engineering, not for this one. And then we will learn Databricks and Spark in detail, which is a very big part. You will basically learn Spark and big data processing in Databricks in details, right? And then you can expect up to 15 to 20 LPA for this one as well. For this course, the timing will be, this course will also start at 22nd, 8:30 p.m. IST for 2 months, except Wednesday and weekend will be the timing, right? The course curriculum will be, let me show you the course curriculum. And this course will be run by two people. Okay, so I will be running this course with me. Vale, my fellow colleague, will also run this course with me, who has a very good experience about Hadoop, big data processing, and then currently he is working on freelance. He was working as a freelancer supporting many projects right now. So he will be running this course with me. And then we will learn about the Unity catalog, Spark optimization, the Spark UI, Spark architecture, the Coalesce repartition, Spark optimization, right? And then data processing, how to complex different um, files, how to handle a complex JSON, what is UDF, how to implement SCD type 2, everything will be covered. And then this is the Medallion architecture we will cover in this particular course. And then this is the second project we'll cover, right? So there are two projects we'll do in this particular course. And then this is the like things, right? So the experience, what will be taught, number of projects, the benefit, experience, who can take up this course, salary expectation, batch start date and timing. So now this is the second course, right? Now, like suppose somebody says that, uh, and now this is the third course, right, which is a combined course. So the combined course also you can see over here. Okay, this is a combined course. So this will provide you everything. Ideally, like suppose somebody wants to say that, Abhishek, I want to learn everything. I want to learn like about everything, right? So you can like this course will provide you 5+ years of experience. This course will go for 4 months instead of 2 months. It will go for 4 months. The salary expectation, if your salary expectation is more than 25 LPA, then I really suggest to enroll for this particular course, because if your expectation is more, you need to learn more, right? It's very simple. So if your expectation is more, then this is the course you need to go for. This will give you for more than 5 years of experience. You can learn data migration, you can learn delta load, you can learn like ADF, Databricks, Synapse Analytics, Databricks, and all of that. And then you can learn all of this, right? You can enroll for this course, or you can enroll one by one as well. So suppose you can learn data engineering first, and then you can enroll for like Databricks. It's your choice ultimately. But I suggest that you enroll for this course, in which you'll learn about everything, right? And then this is a very detailed, like both of the courses will be covered, will go for 4 months, right? So this is the third course. All right. And for all the courses, the course will be recorded with LMS access. It will be given to you, will be just with lifetime access. It will be given to you, right? So you can access it anytime. All right. The projects will be given to you. The scenario based question will be given to you daily. The project explanation will be given to you. The resume making, the sample resume will be given to you. Interview question will be given to you. So everything will be given to you, right? So it's a difference. So the difference is learning from the YouTube and learning from here. It's the difference is in the YouTube, you cannot talk to the guy who is teaching you, right? And at the same time, you don't know how to structure it. So this is whole structured, provided in a very nice manner, and given to you, made, right? So that you, suppose if you're working, then you invest whatever time you're investing. Suppose if I am working, right, and I am working as a, suppose, Zaira support engineer, or if I'm working as, suppose, the Power BI guy, right? And now if I want to invest 1 hour, 2 hour of time, I want to invest it in a very right direction. I don't want to, like, I don't have time in YouTube to go search and then search about what content to learn and how to structure it, and then how to present it, all of that. If you want to do it, yeah, you can do it, but the course is beneficial in that way, right? So suppose that is why you're paying some money out of it, right? So suppose in YouTube everything is free, but here like everything is pre-made, given to you in a very nice manner. That is why this will help you rather than learning for a free in YouTube, right? So this will help you in structure, in learning right things in a proper manner, right? And then learning it in the efficient manner. And I have used all of this project to switch multiple jobs, so I know it works, right? And then People will not enroll for my course. I'm running this company from 2 years now, so people will not enroll if this is not providing value, right? So this is providing value. That is why it's working, right? All right. So this is about the all the three courses which I have explained: the data engineering, the Databricks, and then if you enroll for this course, first you need to learn data engineering. My recommendation is then you can learn Apache Spark after that. All right. So this is about the experience, what will be taught, the project, the benefit, who can take up this, salary expectation, the timings, right? So the timing of the combined course will be also 7:30 p.m. IST. Now, sometime people say that Abhishek, I am not comfortable with this timing. What to do now, right? So now there is a second solution of it. So suppose if you're not comfortable with these timings, right? I cannot take up the class morning IST. I am planning to start the class in morning IST timing in probably in some days, but I honestly, for me, it's not possible, right? Because I am in German time zone. So whenever it's morning in India, it's very early for me. So I cannot start on this time zone, but you can opt for the recorded session in that case, right? So we are providing the recorded session, so you can go check out this with the doubt session. So I will make sure your doubt is cleared, right? So we are providing the this recorded session which you can go through, and then we will provide you the like we will make sure your doubts are also cleared. So you can take up this particular course in that case if timing is not suitable for you, right? And then you can clarify your doubts and all of that, right? So the recorded sessions also there for Databricks, data engineering, and combined course as well, which you can check out. And what is also given in live courses and then the recording, you can just, if you go down, you will get the understanding of what is given and all of that, right? So recorded session, those things. All right, so I will come to the agenda now. Let me see who is eligible, coding experience, how we will do 3 to what, where we'll practice, how much experience we can show, how to approach the interview, how we'll send us. So, all right, guys. Now, if you have any question, you can ask me. You can unmute yourself and ask if you have any question, guys. I think you have a
Abhishek,
Hi
yeah,
Abhishek,
yeah.
this is Avinash here.
Uh-huh.
Actually, like there are some days which is like which will be not possible for me to join the live session. So for that, recorded will be given, right?
Yeah, yeah. Every class is recorded, given to you.
Okay, and like
If you want
how
it prior as
will
well, that also I can give. Suppose if you say, I'm going, Abhishek, I'm going for 15 days vacation, and
okay,
after the vacation, once I come, I want to be in relaxed mode, so I want to prepare myself for my vacation. So I can give you the recording prior as well for all the classes, because this is not like my first batch because I'm teaching the classes. So I can give you the same content prior as well. That also I can do.
okay, because I am on UK time zone, so because of that, it's like getting uh,
Yeah,
changed.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's why some days it will be impossible for me to
Hmm.
join because I have some part-time job.
Yeah.
And I have recently completed masters, like not recently, like it's October 2023 I completed, and from that time I was trying to get job in UK, but it's very difficult in UK these days.
Hmm.
And Someone told me like I have before like 4 to 5 years of experience in manual testing, software development. Then I did masters in data science. So
Hmm.
according to this, like some people told me, suggested me like instead of applying for data analyst role, just apply for data engineering role. So then I came into data engineering, and I have like from 2 3 months I have studied so many things, and I have done some projects from YouTube also.
Hmm.
So I think I should take the second course which you told about, like learning Databricks
Hmm.
with PySpark, right?
Yeah,
What you
yeah,
suggest?
yeah. So, so the prior thing you have learned about, like, what are the things you have learned prior?
I have done some projects also using medallion architecture and all, and I have knowledge of Python, SQL, everything.
Yeah.
Uh, and
And
I know
you
machine
know data
learning also.
migration? You know data migration?
Yeah, I have done one project from YouTube only. Some project was there. So
Yeah.
taking data from my SQL server on
Hmm.
premises to till Power BI full project I have done once.
Yeah. So it depends on experience, like how much experience you want to write and how much you are expecting. So suppose if your experience, you want to write 3 years of experience and then
So
this, yeah.
now I am showing in my CV 5 years experience
Mhm.
because that is only the best. Like once I change, before I was showing 4 years,
Mhm.
so I was not getting calls. Now I'm
Mhm.
showing 5 years experience. I started getting calls for interview in UK, getting calls for like if apply
So it,
we
yeah,
apply
it depends on your
1,000,
experience, like
2,000.
how much experience you want to show and what is your expectation in terms of pay. So suppose if your expectation, if you're writing like 5 years of experience and those things, right? Then you need to do both of the courses. And then if you say that I'm okay with one thing and then this much of experience, then you can apply like do only one course. It depends on you, or you can start with this, or you can enroll for second course later on. That also you can do if you feel so.
Because I am getting interview, I'm clearing first rounds for like if they ask about your experience and all, I have made proper story for me if,
Mm-hmm.
doing my own research.
Mm-hmm.
But problem I am getting when they are going deep, like what
Mm-hmm.
transformations you did. So I will tell basic what I have studied, but when they start going deep, I get stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, I'm facing issue in that area only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it. Yes. So yeah, so basically, yeah, you can do this Databricks and Spark course if you're facing problem in transformation and then explaining those things, right?
Yeah, so like now I have made two stories for two different companies. So once I will complete this, you will be we will be doing three projects in this, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So like all will be like migration project or developing new.
In Databricks, we will do like data processing and those things mostly. So here, um, this is the two architecture diagram. And then one architecture diagram will be based on this itself. So this is a medallion architecture, like how to shift the data from bronze to silver to bronze, and what sort of a Spark optimization you can do, and what is Unity Catalog. Those things we'll learn here.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we will be implementing everything in live, right?
yeah, yeah. Yes, everything will be live.
Okay,
So yeah.
okay, okay. Yeah, thank you.
So suppose if I show you this thing, recorded course builder. Yeah, so suppose here everything is done on the real time and then shown to you on the real time itself. So everything is just like done and then shown to you actually in real time itself. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything is real time and shown to you real time itself. Yes. All right, guys. Anybody has any other question?
Hello, Abhishek. I'm Shilpa here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have total 4.3 years of experience in IT as a software developer. Due
Mm-hmm.
to some personal reason, I left my job last year, 2023 August.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that gap, I learned this Azure Data Engineer. In that, the skills are like Azure Databricks, Data Factory, and PySpark and SQL.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched the online YouTube videos, and one of my friend given the some sources also, like the videos. Using watching those videos, I created the resume whatever the person explained in that course.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm started looking out the jobs. So the total market is up and I'm not getting calls. And last to last month I attended at least three to four interviews. In that, I have one of the company, like I have cleared the first round of interviews, but I'm not able to clear the second round of interviews. So, and I'm not getting even calls daily.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm
you are
in
not able to clear the second round for why?
yeah. They are going in. They are asking like in depth.
In depth means
So
what they're
and
asking.
scenario based questions also they are asking. In depth
Suppose if
means
I
like
ask you one question that, hey, how to do delta load, can you explain that?
I have not used the Delta load. I have used the Azure Data Factory. Delta load, if you want to do the Delta load, we can do the incremental watermark column. Using that, we can do. I can explain this way. In depth also I can explain, but still I am unable to clear the second round of
So what sort
interview.
of scenario based you're not able to clear?
Uh,
Like,
last interview they asked a question in PySpark, like I want to fetch only, I have CSV file, example like old CSV file, I want to write into new CSV file. In that I want to fetch only the first 5 columns, like that. After that I got to know that that was easy question actually,
yeah, this is
but I
easy. So
don't know. I was
uh,
not aware that question. So after browsing, I got to know that yeah, this is easy
so
question.
this is
This way
guys. So
they are.
whosoever is facing the scenario based question and then difficulty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There are two ways you can do that. Either give multiple interviews, then like practice whatever is being asked and wherever you're stuck. And then suppose if you're so so this is how we can do, right? So I'm getting many questions. So suppose you can check out the course curriculum which I'm offering. Then if you feel you know already the 70% of it, right? If you know already 70% of it, then you
Uh,
can ping me and then I will just ping me and then like I will try to discuss it because I'm also trying to prepare a second only interview things people like only interview based course.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
just ping me for that and then like so yeah so like if you don't know the course curriculum then probably like it is up to you, right? So suppose if you know course curriculum already then you can ping me separately, so then we'll discuss it. And yeah, so we'll discuss it separately because currently it's more of a course thing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, all right.
And one more thing, I mentioned only one project, that also I mentioned like
Yeah.
1.5 years of experience,
Hmm.
because we need to get the calls, right? If you don't mention, we will not get it.
Yeah, yeah, understood. Yeah, so just ping me separately and then we can discuss it. So anyone who is just facing the problem in interview, just ping me separately. We'll discuss it, okay?
Hey, hey Abhishek, this is Pavitra. So I don't have any experience. Suppose I take the combined course. So
Uh-huh.
I can't just write that I have these many years of experience. I would be a fresh, right?
So your experience currently, your like so you have some sort of experience in other domain or no?
Yes, I have experience in software development, but not in data engineering.
Yeah, so you can write. That is what I'm saying. Yes, you can write.
Yeah, but for data engineering, my experience would be zero.
Your experience would be zero, but you can say in your current company you have done this projects and how you can so suppose there are two choices. Either you can say that you have done a freelancing project and you can do project with me, or you can say you have done the project in your company. So it depends on you. Generally, if you write as a freelancing project, then you get less calls. But if you write that you have done the project in your company, then you get more calls. So I suggest you write that. And why you can write that, because you are investing time, like you will do the course curriculum, you're actually doing the project, and then you are actually preparing all the interview question, you are answering all the interview question, you are answering also scenario based question, then you are proving that you have learned it in a proper way, and then you can join the company and then you can do the job as well directly because we will be learning what we do in the company, so you can anyways do that. Yes.
Also, and there is no combined course for self-paced section. So do you guys plan to
Sorry.
launch that? There is no combined course for self-paced.
Self-paced. So if you so there is a combined course for self-paced as well. So here if you go, um, so live recording and this one, if I go here and then if I go to down over here, the this is the on-demand recorded course, so you can like enroll for this one.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Anybody has any other question?
Yeah. So hi Abhishek. So this second course, Databricks and Spark,
Mm-hmm.
it will require the basic knowledge of SQL and Python.
Mm-hmm.
But is Azure subscription is also required for this?
For everything Azure subscription is required. I won't be providing Azure subscription for any of the course. This is taken by you, which you can take for 1 month for free. And after 1 month, you can ideally like pay 1,000 or 1,500 rupees a month. If you don't, like suppose you can use any other credit card to get that subscription, your friend's credit card and all of that, or you can just upgrade your account to pay as you go. For any of the course, I won't be providing the subscription.
Uh,
Yeah,
Okay, 1 minute.
yeah.
So this Databricks is also Azure one, or it is separate
So
product?
there are two things in Databricks. You have a community edition of Databricks. So either we will learn here, right, which is a community edition of Databricks, which is for free. So you don't need to create an account for that. But now when we were practicing, so Databricks is not like particularly for Azure. If you learn Databricks, then you can also apply for AWS Databricks role, and you can also apply for GCP Databricks role, GCP Databricks role. But during the course curriculum, we will teach basis on Azure, but same concepts, everything is applied like in other clouds as well. It's not different tool. Just the where we read the data, right? We read the data in here because as I shown previously over here, right? So the transformation part we are learning in Databricks. So loading part will happen from Azure Cloud World, but like if you just change it here and there, you can ideally load it from GCP or AWS cloud as well. So Databricks is a separate entity. Azure, GCP, and then Google, like Amazon has opted for it. So either we will learn over here in the community edition, which is for free. You don't need to like create account, but few features you cannot practice, like Unity catalog you cannot practice here. Workflows you cannot create here in the community edition account. For that, we will create a normal account here.
It will be Microsoft oriented, like
Yeah,
Azure
Microsoft
Database.
oriented. Yes, you're right. Microsoft oriented.
And timing would be for this second batch around
The
maybe 8:30.
timing will be the 8:30 p.m. IST for this one. Like 1 second, let me. Yeah. So the timing will be 8:30 p.m. IST for this one, except Wednesday and weekend.
And the teacher will be second one which you had
Both
shown, like
me and Vale both will run this course. 50-50 almost.
if I do this course, I would be mentioned as a Azure data engineer, or what I should mention, like
You can mention big data engineer because you are learning big data processing. You can also mention Azure data engineer. Both roles you can mention.
Okay, thanks.
And then you can look for the jobs. So suppose in the job roles, they are mentioning data processing using Databricks, and then it is related to Amazon as well. Then also you can apply the role. That's not a problem. Because you're learning Databricks and big data processing, right? So you can apply for that role.
So one more question, like this course is associated with any certification, like Azure certification, this particular course, Databricks and Spark?
Yeah, I will come to that part. So this is the part of this. So certification part I will explain. In some time I will explain.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. All right, guys. Anybody has any other doubt? I will just take last question. Yeah.
Vivek
Go ahead.
here.
Go ahead.
For the advanced course, you have mentioned like basic knowledge of SQL or Python, right? So will you also be covering like what are the essentials needed for this?
For combined course, there is no prerequisite, zero prerequisite.
Yeah, I mean for the combined one. So basic knowledge of SQL or Python, right?
No. Combined is zero. Anyone can learn this. Learn from scratch. There is no prerequisite for combined one. So suppose when we start combined course, right, we will learning data engineering. So I in the side will learn SQL and those things. But for combined course, there is no prerequisite.
Okay, I mean for the Databricks and the Spark for big data. So will you also be covering SQL or Python here?
No, I will not teach SQL and Python. I will guide you how you can learn SQL and Python. I will not teach SQL and Python.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Anyone has last question? Somebody was speaking, so let's. Can you guys? Can that guy please speak? Somebody was asking the question. Okay. All right. No question, right? So let's go ahead now. Now, what I will cover now is to how to enroll and what is the salary expectation and certification part that I will explain now. So first I will talk about the enrollment part, right? So each of the course is 20,000 rupees. The combined course is 40,000 rupees. Batch start date will be 22nd of November for each of the courses, right? For combined course, we'll learn data engineering first, then we'll learn the Databricks part. If you enroll it for till tomorrow 6 p.m., 18,000 you can get this Azure data engineering course. Databricks also you can get in 18,000 rupees. This course you can get in 31,000 rupees if you enroll till tomorrow 6 p.m. You can WhatsApp me on this particular number to enroll. But if you enroll now, right, just now, then you can get it in 17,000 rupees. This also in 17,000 rupees. This for this 30,000 rupees, you don't need to pay now. You can just pay 20,000 rupees now, enroll now, and then rest on the batch start date, right? So I really suggest guys, so if you are sure about it, if you want to enroll for it, you can utilize this much of a discounted price and then you can enroll now, right? So for individual course, right, if you enroll now, you can get the course in 17,000 rupees, but you just need to pay 10,000 rupees and get it enrolled. Rest you can pay like on the batch start date. Similarly, for the combined course as well, you just need to pay 20,000 rupees now. Rest you can pay when the batch starts. So you don't need to pay the full amount now, right? But if you are not sure, you want to think about it, then you can ping me later and then you will not get the full discount. You'll get like this much of a discount, which I have mentioned here. So for this one, sorry. Yeah, so now I am sending you the link on the chat and I'm still here while I'm explaining the other things, right? So I'm sending this in the chat. If you are sure about it, you can use this particular thing and then you can enroll for this particular course. All right, so I pasted it in the chat. 1 second. All right. For this as well. All right, guys. So this is the enrollment process. Suppose if you're not sure about it, you can take time, but there won't be like you need to pay 1,000 rupees more. Like if you want to take more time, so you can enroll till tomorrow. But if you want to enroll now, right, you can just use the link which I have given and then enroll for the course. Original price is 20,000 rupees for each of the courses. If you enroll for this individual course, you can pay 10,000 rupees by the giving the link which I have mentioned in the chat and then enroll for the course. And then rest 7,000 rupees you can pay when the batch starts. And once you pay, I will give you the LMS access, which I was showing before, right? This is the LMS access which I will give you. This as LMS access so that you can see all the videos and then you can just also pre-prepare yourself because the batch will start in some days, right? So you can pre-prepare yourself. I will give you the LMS access for all the previous classes so that you can go through it, right? You can understand it. So once you enroll now, right, you will get the 20,000 rupees course in 17,000 rupees. You just need to pay 10,000 rupees now. The link is in the chat. And then for this course, you need to pay 20,000 rupees and then get the LMS access. And then rest 10,000 rupees you can pay on the batch start date, right? Just use the link which I have pasted in the chat and then enroll for the course. Any doubt on the enrollment process, guys? Anybody has any doubt on the enrollment process?
Abhishek, any discount on the self-paced course?
That's there in the website. You can check out that. It's already applied in the website. All right.
Hi.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to ask, like, till this course will be going for 2 months, right?
Each of the course.
Yeah. So, like, till after 2 months, if we get some interviews, so till what time your support will be given to us for interviews and all?
I am ready to support you all the time. It's not like I will end the support and I will not respond you. Because I'll be very happy this particular thing is you get the monetary value out of this course. So if you reach out to me after some time as well, it's completely fine. I'm okay to support you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So please use the link in the chat and enroll for the course, right? If you want to enroll for it. Give me a moment and then I will explain the rest of the part.
Uh,
Yeah.
Suppose if we take self-paced, how much support for interview that in on
Self-paced is interview question is given to you. But like suppose if you want more sort of assistance, right? That is not there in the self-post. The interview question is given to you, but that you won't be connected with me live, right? So that's the only thing. But you can just go through the self-post course, learn it, go practice the interview question, ping me for the doubt related to the course that you can do.
maybe like email support kind of thing?
Yeah, like so guys, I'm completely fine to support. It's not like so just like suppose if 100 people buy the recorded course, then it's difficult for me to just like suppose somebody says that these are the 10 scenario based question I am facing difficulty how to answer this. So I am whenever I get time I can like reply to those email and then I can do that. But interview question is given to you as part of a recorded course. That's not a problem.
Recorded version is the latest one, or
Yes, latest one. Yes. All right, guys. Anybody has any other question? Please use the link in the chat and then enroll for the course, right? And get the LMS access now and start learning now. If you just do the payment now, you can start the learning now, right? All right, guys. Now, I will go to the next part in which I will explain the certification, and then this link will be valid today EOD, like at 12, uh, like in the night at 12 the link will expire, right? So if you want to enroll, just enroll now. I will also paste it in the chat in the WhatsApp chat so that you can get it registered, or you can ping me on the WhatsApp directly and get the link. That also you can do. So ping me on the WhatsApp. I think you have already have a WhatsApp number, so you can ping me on the WhatsApp number. Now what are the certification you can do? So let me explain that now. One second. All right. So suppose if you are planning for the certificate, right? So I will suggest to do the certificate in this order. You do the fundamental, then you do the data fundamental, then you can do the lakehouse fundamental. These are the very fundamental certificates. Now, then you can do the data engineer associate certification, then the professional certification, then the finally DP203. This is the order, perfect order. But suppose somebody wants to do the Databricks only, then you can start with data lake, Azure associate, right? That also you can do. By doing the course curriculum by Databricks course curriculum, you can do the Lakehouse fundamental and also you can do the data engine associate certification. Both of the certification you can do by doing both of the courses, right? If you do both of the courses, then like you can do all the certification. Only few of the parts are not covered, right? So suppose streaming objects, so we will learn the batch processing, right? The streaming processing will not learn, which I have already explained. Only those concepts are not covered, but rest of the things are covered. So you can enroll for all the certification, but support is there. So I will help you and guide you how you can do all of the certifications because I have done it by myself. So I like recently completed the data engineer associate certification. So and also I completed this particular certification. So I can guide you how you can handle the questions related to the streaming and those things, right? That I can guide you. So and this in this order, I suggest you to do the certification, which I told, right? So suppose if you ideally want to go for the certification in this particular order, you can do it: data engineer, data fundamental, lakehouse associate, and data engineer. Somebody can directly do this, it's their choice, but this is the proper way, because if you do all the certification, then you can say that as you data engineer certification you have done. As part of a course curriculum, once you do first course, you can ideally do this and also this, and part of the second course you can also do this, and if you do both of the courses, you can enroll for both of like all the certification, right? Any question on the certification part? Anybody has any question? Okay, if there is no question, the last thing is salary which you can expect, right? So this is the salary range which you can expect worldwide. So in India up to, so this is from my understanding, guys, here and there number can be like different, right? So from my understanding, 0 to 3 years of experience in India can get like 15 LPA, and then from 3 to 5 years of experience can get like 15 to 25 LPA. More than 5 years of experience can crack up to 25 LPA in India. Similarly, in US, these are the different salary which you can expect. So in US, you can expect like 80 K up to 0 to 3 years of experience, 3 to 5 years of experience can expect this much of a salary. More than 5 years of experience can expect this much of a salary. Similarly, in Europe, if you have 3 years of experience, you can expect this much of a salary from five to like, yeah. So these are the salary range which you can expect worldwide. Somebody can say that, Abhishek, I am like 5 years of experience, but I am earning less, or I am 5 years experience, I am earning more. Guys, like it's from my understanding, I have seen people getting this much of a salary from my understanding, but numbers can be here and there. That's there, right? Now, as per the course, right? If your expectation is more than 25 LPA, then again you need 5 years of experience, then you need both of the courses, right? So you need to enroll for both of the courses. From the salary range also you can understand that. All right. So this is about the course curriculum, the salary range, and I think I have covered all the questions here. Timing is not suitable, so recording will be given. It will be recent or not? Yes, it will be recent. How will approach the interview? How its scenario-based question will be answered? I am experienced guy, so I think I have answered all the questions. Now, if you want to enroll for the course, right, please ping me to get the link, or you can utilize the link which I have pasted in the chat and get yourself enrolled. And like, yeah, so this is all about the demo. I am still here. This link will be valid today, EOD 12 till 12 it will be valid, and after that it will be expire. So please get yourself enrolled and get the LMS access and get started learning. So once you get the LMS access, you will start the learning by today itself, because it will cover the previous recording as well. So get yourself enrolled. Thank you so much for attending the demo. See you then, guys. Bye. And I'm still here if you have some questions so that I can answer that. But that's all for the demo. See you then. Bye.
So, Abhishek, is there any plan to um, start in the morning IST?
Probably yes, but I cannot assure it. Like Databricks batch, I can start in morning, but that's not planned right now. So December or something like that, I might start, but that's not planned.
Thank you.